What is the meaning of life? It is perhaps the oldest and most profound question in the human saga. We have whispered it in moments of quiet awe under a canopy of stars, and we have screamed it into the void in moments of deep despair. It is the central quest of countless myths, religions, and philosophical systems. We treat it like a cosmic riddle, a sacred secret hidden somewhere in the universe, and we believe that if we just search hard enough, if we find the right book, the right teacher, or the right path, we will finally discover the answer. But what if this entire premise, the very act of searching, is fundamentally flawed? What if meaning is not a treasure to be found, but a structure to be built? Welcome to Existential Psychology Insights. If you are ready to challenge your most basic assumptions about life and purpose, I invite you to subscribe. Because today, we are tearing down one of our most cherished cultural myths. We will explore a revolutionary and profoundly empowering idea, a cornerstone of existential thought. The meaning of life isn't found, it is created. This is not a comforting platitude. It is a declaration of immense freedom and terrifying responsibility. To guide us, we will lean on the wisdom of giants, particularly the psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, Dr. Viktor Frankl, whose insights were forged in the most unimaginable suffering. The traditional view holds that meaning is something external to us, a pre-written script that we must decipher. But the existentialist philosophers of the 20th century, like Jean-Paul Sartre, flipped this idea on its head. Sartre's famous declaration, "Existence precedes essence," is the starting point of our investigation. What he meant was that humans are unique. A paper knife is created with a purpose in mind. Its essence, its purpose, its design comes before its existence. But humans, according to Sartre, are different. We are born into this world first, thrust into existence without a preordained purpose, without an inherent essence. We simply are. And it is only through our choices, our actions, and our commitments throughout our lives that we define our own essence, that we create our own meaning. As Sartre put it, man is nothing else but what he makes of himself. Such is the first principle of existentialism. This is a terrifying thought. It means there is no cosmic safety net. No one is coming to give you your purpose. But it is also magnificently liberating. It means you are not bound by any predetermined definition. You are the artist, and your life is your canvas. No one understood the practical life or death implications of this better than Viktor Frankl. In his harrowing yet essential book, Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl documented his experiences in Nazi concentration camps. He observed that the prisoners who were most likely to survive were not necessarily the physically strongest, but those who held on to a sense of future purpose, a meaning for their suffering. He concluded that the primary drive in humans is not the pursuit of pleasure, as Freud believed, or the pursuit of power, as Adler believed, but a will to meaning. Frankl wrote, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way." This became the foundation of his therapeutic approach, logotherapy, which is focused on helping people create meaning in their lives. He argued that we don't need to ask life what its meaning is. Life asks us what meaning we will give it to it. Frankl outlined 3 primary pathways through which we can actively create a meaningful life. First is the path of creative values, or what we give to the world. This is the act of creation itself. It can be found in our work, in building a business, in raising a family, in tending a garden, in writing a book, in creating a piece of art, or even in performing a daily task with dedication and excellence. When we pour our energy into bringing something new and valuable into existence, we imbue our own lives with the purpose of that creation. We find meaning by making ourselves a creative force in the universe, however small. Second is the path of experiential values, or what we take from the world. This is about finding meaning through profound experiences of goodness, truth, and beauty. It is the awe felt when witnessing a sunset over the ocean. It is the transcendent feeling of being moved by a symphony. It is the deep connection felt in a moment of genuine, unconditional love for another human being. These moments of profound appreciation and connection remind us that, despite its suffering, life contains moments of sublime value worth living for. As Frankl noted, for the world is not in a bad state, but it is in a bad way. And it will be in a bad way as long as we make a confusion of the two. We must not make the mistake of thinking that the world is a bad place because it is in a bad way. The third, and perhaps most powerful path, is that of attitudinal values. This is the meaning we can find in the attitude we choose to adopt toward unavoidable suffering. This is the ultimate human freedom Frankl spoke of. Even when everything else is stripped away, our freedom, our health, our loved ones, we still retain the power to choose how we respond to our fate. We can choose to face our suffering with dignity, with courage, and with compassion for others, or we can descend into bitterness and despair. By choosing a noble attitude, we can find a profound meaning even in the most tragic of circumstances. We prove that the human spirit can triumph over any external condition. One of the greatest traps in the search for meaning is the belief that we must find our one true purpose. This myth causes immense anxiety and paralysis. We feel that if we haven't found this single grand life-defining mission, then our life is a failure. But this is not how meaning works. A meaningful life is not a monolith, it is a mosaic. It is built from countless small acts, commitments, and values. The meaning in your life might be found in the dedication you show your family on Monday, the creativity you pour into your work on Tuesday, the compassion you offer a friend on Wednesday, the awe you feel on a walk in nature on Thursday, and the courage you show in facing a personal fear on Friday. Therefore, the task is to stop being a passive searcher, waiting for a lightning bolt of purpose to strike you from the heavens. The task is to become an active creator. Start where you are. Look at your life right now. Where can you create? Where can you experience beauty? What attitude can you choose to bring to your current challenges? Stop asking, what is the meaning of my life? And start asking, as Frankl suggests, what is life asking of me in this moment? What task, what person, what cause is demanding my responsibility right now? Meaning is not an answer to a cosmic riddle. It is a response to the questions that life itself poses to us every single day. The search is over. The work of creation has just begun.